What do you say, Capricorn? This is Cosmic Boogeyman. Coming at you guys with a weekly read. I haven't forgot about you. Just been doing a lot of live tarot. Just been having so much fun with it. But I'm gonna get into a deep timeline read with you. 21 card spread, with the cornerstones, conduit, and a center line. I've been doing basically a mini version of this, like kind of like a tiny, quick version, just a snapshot. Think about like a thumbnail, even, you know. All right, Capricorn, let me get going with your read here. I'm going to be using 4 tarot decks. And if you see the black card pop up here, that's just divine communication. I typically like jumpers. I typically like to pull from the middle of the deck. I pre-shuffle on every read. It's just easier for me. I'm always shuffling, but we're going to take that jumper. We're going to take that jumper right away. All right. Let's see if my camera can focus. My camera's having a hard time focusing. See if I can move stuff out of the way here. That's very interesting, Capricorn. Why would the camera not focus for you? I'm actually going to lock focus to manual right now. All right, let's go with this. Keep going. That's interesting, though. What do we got here? All right, we have Manifester, Happiness. What else you got, Capricorn? Because I remember the last read, you guys had money coming in, like money upon money. It was a very, very good read. Um, and I loved getting the read. So that typically pops as a Capricorn female for me, just so you know. Let me get these cards moved over just a little bit more so I can fit them all in the camera. And I got one more. You're blocking. Something's blocking in the center line. Wow, we got 2 jumpers here. All right. Usually an air sign. Something about marriage. Uh, that could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius is involved. Something about marriage. 4 that comes in prominently. This could be you. Typically, this is just so for my read to you, just so you know how close and connected I am to you guys. That is a Capricorn. Like there is no other. I have actually a dedicated card just for you. Um, there feels like there was an ending, or you get blocking an ending, or something to that effect. But there's happiness. There's definitely a manifesting king tied into this offer of love. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Capricorn as well. Could be air sign. Let's just keep going here because there's water. But that is most likely the going to be the Aquarius. Self-imprisonment, but the offer of love is something about blocking. Someone's in self-imprisonment or coming out of self-imprisonment. Something about messages being kind of blocked or not read or ignored. I don't know if that makes sense, Capricorn, but there's definitely some kind of communication issues going on here, where people not seeing things and people not paying attention. So I feel like there's some things happening here, but we're not aware. But there's a possibility of moving on to bigger and better, new opportunity coming in. I like the read so far, but it's definitely a different situation. But you have this pentacle, the money, the whatever, the abundance coming in, which you have from the past. So you have cups here. You have lots of cups, which is abundance to me. That is abundance. Um, so what are you creating? I think you're creating something out of with an Aquarius. I think you're creating something longer, long term. So this is the definition of like the long term commitment, communication, that kind of thing. But there's a self imprisonment, there's a message is being blocked, and this could be the same person that you're tied to. And because I see like there's a disagreement here possibly at the moment with this person. We have another jumper. Keep going. Center line, taking action. Someone has to take action. It's not you. You don't have to take action. Whatever it is, you're not taking action, but there's a brand new start happening. This offer of love is going to the one who's in self imprisonment or taking the blindfold off. Divine balancing to February, also very important. Uh, Something wasn't being worked on. Is when I get had. It was a lot of pain, lots and lots of pain, a lot of like backstabbing is what it would be. The divine is playing a role here though on teaching something. I see the cups again. They're supporting you. You also have a past life here, so that's important. But here are your pentacles. Remember how you said you were getting pentacles? So I feel like the money's starting to come in. This is more of like a quicker snapshot for you. Like you're going to start to see the money come in. From your emotional perspective, you're getting money from the divine. Some work is being created for more money, but this is infinite money. So for you, Capricorn, there's definitely some kind of money loop happening, and this feeds very much into that last read that you had. Major players that I see here is I see that you have an Aquarius. I see you have an Earth sign. This could be a manifesting male, water sign. This could be one of both, one of the same. Usually, when I see an ace straddle a card, that king or queen can become the other. So they can be this king of pentacles could become a king of cups at an instant. There's definitely a communication block happening, not necessarily by you, but by somebody else, the one who's in pain. Brand new starts or failed brand new starts or something to that effect happening with this being worked on. Heading down the center line, I'm just kind of getting some clarification on this. I think it's a miscommunication, a lot of miscommunication with this divine connection. The self imprisonment doesn't help. The self imprisonment is one of those things that we just have to cut free from. But there's a lot of passion here that's driving or drawing this person in. That's important to understand. Yeah, see, no matter where they turn, they can't escape this. It's a brand new start one way or another. The dark horse candidate is coming in with an offer, and that's where this kicks back in. I feel like it's self-fulfilling. There's regret here. There's a little bit of regret possibly on the manifesting king. Maybe they can also roll as a passionate person, deep person, maybe stubborn even. There's the King of Cups. So I think what we're getting a confirmation on here is that this King of Cups is actually an Aquarius. They're actually an Aquarius, but right now, as we sit here, they're acting as a King of Cups, who's basically not in good or bad, not in whatever. This is normally a regret card, but if you see the King of Cups, you see this gray area, and then you see this gray area. It's not good or bad. It's the first time I'm ever seeing it like this. So Capricorn, you got to understand, this person is deep, and they're deep because they understand what loss is. They understand how it works. Yeah. So this is the Hermit card. That's looking deep into something. So they're looking deep into the divine and the connection and how it works and the infinity behind it and what they have to work on to maintain it, to grow it. But they will not fix it. As I say it, there's the Death card. They will not fix it. They'll help, but they will not fix it. They're not going to recover it. So there's sneakiness going on somewhere in this. I don't feel like it's in alignment with this Aquarian, this possible Aquarian female, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that's playing a big part in your life, because they're playing a part in your emotional cornerstone. So this tells me that like you feel them, whoever this person is, you feel them. You know who this person is. Um, but they have air in their chart. They definitely have some kind of Aquarian energy in their chart. That's what I get. What else do I have? The moon. What's hiding? What's hiding with us? The moon. I see that the moon is prominently placed over the King of Wands, which typically tells me that this is either a divine partnership or a divine pair. But this is the offer that was coming in, but that was never hidden. It just was being worked on. So that's coming in to be prominently played. But there's an indecision happening right now. I think something happened for this offer to not go through. So that's all that's happening for you, Capricorn. I think somebody has made a decision, but in reality is you're the amazing one. Like you're the one who has the power. You have the ability to bring and manifest money across card reads. This is like one of the first times I've ever seen this. You're growing out of heartbreak, but heartbreak can actually bring you down, and you're trying to raise your vibration. So what it is you're trying to maintain whatever it is to keep that fortune coming. You know that this could maybe disrupt you or derail you. So you're manifesting. You're manifesting a connection that isn't even for you, nonetheless, which is ironic. You manifest connections that help other people, which is, see, look at this. And now under here is the divine communication card with the same person, which is that deep thinking, which is probably the Aquarius. So maybe Capricorn, you're tied into an Aquarius. That's a big possibility. Maybe there's love here. Maybe there's a miscommunication over love. Maybe there's a misunderstanding over love. Maybe there's an exploration about love. But that new offer that's coming in will get at least to here and help say, hey, we have a lot going on. What are we going to do with this? And that leads us step back to ground zero, saying where we all want to head to is this ground zero, where is this final offer of the divine offer of love. So people are in agreement that they want this, that people want this love. Capricorn. So whoever's in your life and they're looking at you, they're looking at this divine partner, they're looking at how you guys are tied in, they want to know where you guys play a role. So I feel like that's important to understand because there's burdens with this relationship, and I think that some of those people get hung up on stuff, and they're hung up on the passion from this manifesting king. There's a passion there that's just like unlike no other. So this person could be tied to you, could be tied to them, could be tied to a friend, but it is definitely tied into somewhere in your energy where it's making a prominent impact. It's hitting your heart chakra, dead center. So I feel like that's important. So you're seeing this, you're having this hit you. Also, I'm going to pull like one more card here because I really want to get one message from the universe, just straight up from the universe to you. Skip me all together because I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. This might be the card. There's a couple here, but I want to get one. I'm going to do a mid deck pull just so we understand. Unhappiness, negativity, failure, loneliness, need for reflection. That's actually not even a bad thing because it's completion, success, and endeavor. So it's the results of true will. What does people really want? It's the sun comes out. It's the sun could maybe the sun's set, maybe the sun's down. Maybe that's why there's this burden here and stuff and this blockages and this blocking of messages. And that's probably what you're facing. But you know the ground zero when the sun comes back out, everything's gonna be right as rain. Um, so the message would be success lies ahead if you keep the path. That's all it is. It's just coming from the universe to you, which is important, Capricorn, because you're trying to keep this path. You're trying to stay on target. You want to keep your relationship strong. You want to have these long-term communications. You want to be able to communicate and passionately basically dictate your own future. There's love here. We don't always have that, but there's love over miscommunication. That could be frustrating because that could lead to some heartbreak. Not permanency heartbreak, but there's definitely some sneakiness that's tied into to you or to somebody else. What I see here, and this could be a Scorpio, but I don't necessarily see that, is there's like the ending of something. It has to happen for this person to officially take their role. And this could be you or them, but I feel like somebody has to officially end something to make inroads with their new life. Because you see this brand new start here that's prominently placed, and it was in here again. Um, if I remember where I saw it, but I thought it was like right up in the center line, if I remember correctly. I know the manifestation was there, but there definitely was. I have to go back and take a look at it, but there definitely was a fool again in here. Or it could be the manifester, but I feel like there was a fool in there, which is amazing. So it's almost like there's two new starts for something, which is really what this is kind of telling us. And success is going to stay if you just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Just keep what got you to where you are. You got to stay on target, stay with what you're doing, stay what makes you happy, stay with the abundance that you create. That's all. But I think that's what's been happening for you, and you're creating this manifesting king. You helped create this. You helped create. Maybe this is an older father figure. This could be somebody else. But this connection is influencing this other connection on you, and you're feeling that they're kind of impeding on one another, and you can actually see it here. Um, but the money's there. You have money. Money's not the issue. You have abundance. That's also not the issue. You have those two things. What you're looking for is a brand new start to bring these two things together somehow. Like you want to create a pentacle cup, like they're one and the same somehow, which is pretty crazy. But you're manifesting it is creating. You're having this happen where you're bringing your complete and sheer happiness together, but you have to get rid of that toxicity. It has to go. All right. That's all for me, Capricorn. If you haven't liked, subscribe. If you're still with me at this point in the video, please comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this. What vibrated, what resonated with you. Just give me a heads up. I read all my comments. I like to respond to them. And if you're around, check me out at least on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. I've been catching lives. I could actually read you personally, so it's kind of fun. So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you soon. Share the channel.